Welcome to the Matrix 601 class where we go over everything rentals. So the main goal today is to make sure that you guys feel comfortable performing different types of rental searches in the MLS. And of course, I like to make sure that you guys set up a grid whenever you have a lot of results. That way you can see some additional information that is crucial for that potential rental in the MLS. Now, before we do that, I want to make sure that I mention, for example, you're working directly with a landlord, and that landlord says, hey, what websites does my rental go to? There's going to be two things that I want to show you. First, I want to show you is our section on the main website, miamirealtors.com. If you hover your mouse over that section, you're going to see a section towards the bottom that says co-branded marketing materials. Now, co-branded means that we built these for you. You could use these electronically. For example, you could submit these directly to your customer in order to try to get the listing agreement. So there's a bunch of them here. The one that I wanted to show you today is one that is specific for rentals. It's going to be located right here where you see Miami Rentals and Leases. So if you ever get that question, maybe the landlord is on the fence. Maybe they're not completely sure that they want the listing to go into the MLS. What you can do is, of course, build that package, that landlord package, to let them know all of the different resources that you have available. And you can include also the Miami Rentals and Leases. I'm going to click right here where you see Miami Rentals and Leases. I'm also going to go ahead and put this in the chat so you guys have it as well. And this is co-brandable. What do we mean by co-brandable? This means that you can put your office information. For example, you can go here, edit this within Adobe Acrobat. You can input your office information or even your business card and make it co-branded. And then you could put that in your office as a flyer, or you can email that directly to your potential customers as well. So it's going to give them a little bit more information, rentals and leases, where they go. So if we have a couple of different bits of information here, the listing will appear in 260 different MLSs across the country, and including direct distribution to websites such as apartments.com, propertyshark.com, apartments.com, which is the app version, real estate book, apartments list, realtor.com, beacon council, the application for realtor.com. And if you have maybe an international rental that's available, for example, in Colombia or something like that, that listing will also appear in the realtor.com/international section as well. There's tons and tons of websites. We also have home bids, homes.com, as well as HomeSnap here, South Florida, for lease. So these are going to be the main companies that we send your listings to. They send your listings to other websites. That's what I meant by we're going to discuss two different things. You're going to also see on page 2, it's going to give a little bit more information on those websites further down. But I want to make sure I mention that whenever you have a listing in the MLS, for example, you're dealing with a seller or maybe even a landlord, and they say, hey, where are we getting the most traction? What websites are getting the most clicks? I would want you guys, whenever you can, not right now, but after class, go to listhub.com. Listhub.com is our distribution company that we use in order to send your listings to online websites. From there, what I would want you to do is to register an account. Once you register the account, from there, you're going to have access to being able to see all of the different websites that you're getting the most clicks. But more importantly, there might be some websites that, for example, your landlord or even a for sale property, maybe you have a seller and they say, hey, I don't want the listing to appear on that website. If it's a part of the List Hub distribution, not the IDX, that is going to be an option where you can go to listhub.com and you can, of course, turn off that syndication if you would like. So I do want to make sure to mention that. Another cool service as well, because I like to give, information on top of information. Another service that you can use in order to get an understanding on who's clicking on your website, on your listings, I should say. You're going to want to go to a service in your gateway by the name of List Track. List Track. That's going to allow you to provide your seller or even your landlord with a list of all of the websites where the listing is getting the most clicks, but more importantly, where they're clicking. For example, out of state. Maybe there's someone in New York looking at that property. You can get information using List Track. So I just wanted to also go for that real quick. All right. Again, these are co-brandable flyers. You can put these within your packages in order to try to get the listing agreement, or you can, of course, put those into your office. And all of these different options, these different marketing materials always have an open section in the top right corner where you can input your information. All right. So I wanted to go over that. One more thing before we jump into Matrix that I want to make sure I discuss with you. I'm going to give you the link, so don't worry. It's going to be located here under Advocacy. If you go into the Advocacy section, scroll down onto the bottom right corner, you're going to see a section that says Government Affairs and Housing Links. From there, we have a section for Section 8, Housing Choice Vouchers. So I do want to make sure I go over that real quick. So if you're ever interested in, definitely helping out folks out there that are approved for Section 8, or maybe you have for example, maybe a homeowner directly that wants to make the home available for Section 8, we have those resources located here under Section 8, Housing Choice Vouchers. The very first one is the HUD fact sheet, located right here. Then we have the next one, which is the HUD inspection checklist. So what this is going to allow you to see is, for example, you have a homeowner that wants to lease out the property, make it available for Section 8. That home does need to be inspected directly by a representative with HUD. So you have the access to the fact sheet, what needs to be available as a part of the inspection checklist. You also have access to the fair market rents as well. I'm going to click into that real quick. And then what this is going to allow you to do is come here where you see FY 2024 fair market rent documentation. You would click right here. What that's going to allow you to do is jump into, bear with me a moment. Let me pull it up real quick. Computer's been acting a little slow. For example, maybe you have an actual customer. If you guys could put yourself on mute there, if that's okay. I think I hear somebody.
Estoy oyendo aquí, ¿qué dijiste?
Bear with me.
De la renta ahí.
All right, Maria Elena, I do have to put you on mute real quick. Sorry about that. Thank you so much. All right, so from here, for example, you have a client that is approved for Section 8. It can take up to, I believe, up to 5 to 6 years, but you want to find a property for them, and you want to find how much an actual voucher will cover. What you can do is go here. And again, this class is recorded. I will send it directly to you guys once we get towards the end of the day. So you would go here under Florida. We have Broward available. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys first Miami. So I am going to jump into Miami-Dade real quick. Bear with me a moment. There you go. All right. From there, I'm going to click on next screen, and we can quickly gain access into the information based on how much a rental will cover for a voucher. So we have for an efficiency, 1,362, a 1-bedroom, 1,546, a 2-bedroom, 1,923, a 3-bedroom, 2,530, and then a 4-bedroom, 2,997. All right. So I do want to make sure I also mention that if you ever are working with someone that does, they're trying to get a home that is Section 8 approved, I do want to make sure to mention that potential client, should say customer, it is a customer state, I'm sorry, that customer can pay an additional 30% on top of the voucher. So I want to make sure to include that information. as well. Now, if you're not completely confident on how you could represent a customer regarding Section 8, we have some additional resources further down. We have the housing assistant payment contract, and then we have a 3-hour long video that covers pretty much everything regarding Section 8. You would go right here where you see Section 8 Housing Choice Voucher Program. You would give that a click. It's for free. There's no cost. And then from there, you just simply click the login button here at the top. And then from there, you'll be able to watch it. So I'm going to go ahead and click on login real quick. It'll automatically sign you in with your name. And then boom, you can get started and watch the video. All right. So I just wanted to show you a couple of different options on our website before we get started. All right. So we're going to go ahead and jump now into the MLS. We're going to go from the main website, which is miamirealtors.com. We're going to scroll down. We're going to click on the Miami Gateway. From there, we're going to access the button right here where you see Core Logic Matrix. So this is a technology class. I want to make sure that I go over best uses of the MLS system so that I might be able to save you guys some time whenever you're doing some searches. So this is going to kind of start off like a ride on a roller coaster. We're going to start a little slow, and then it does get not fast, but I'm going to be able to provide a lot of great content towards the end of the class that's going to help you guys out. So as I mentioned, we're going to discuss towards the end how to best search for different types of rentals. For example, I'm going to go over how to search for annual rentals, seasonal rentals, monthly rentals, and even weekly to daily rentals in MLS, and the right ways to find that information. All right, so what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to come to the top of the website where you see search. From there, we're going to scroll down and then go right here where you see RNT Res Rental. I always like to give this tip. By default, the system will have active coming soon and active with contract automatically pre-selected. Some of us don't want to search every single time for properties that are not yet available for showings. For example, coming soon properties. We could unselect that, as well as unselecting active with contract, and then clicking the cogwheel located here on the right, and then clicking set current selected search criteria as my starting default. This will make the next time that you go into the rental section, only active status selected. Now, if you want to do this for every category, you have to. You'll have to go into each section and then save this as your default, because doing it in rental will not do it for all of the other categories. All right, perfect. Now, before we get started, I do want to make sure I go over the lay of the land, if you will. On the left, I want to make sure that we go over the type of property. This is how we search based on the primary property type for a rental. So we can search for apartments and co-ops. Co-ops are buildings that are owned by multiple people. Also, we can search for condos, efficiencies, mobile homes, multifamily, single, townhouse, and villa. This part we know how to do pretty well. The next one is waterfront, where we can search for a rental that is considered waterfront. Maybe it's near the ocean, maybe it's near a lake or a canal. We can use that option for waterfront, and of course, search if the property does include a pool as well. Also, we can search based on waterfront description. The main thing that I want to make sure that you guys know how to do is search using style. This is the part that I want to dedicate some time on. So for example, if you want to find a single family home, you're going to do two things. You're going to go under type of property. You're going to select single, and then you're going to select the type of rental that you're looking for your client. So for example, we have R60 and R61 for single family. Single family annual means that property should be available over the course of a year. So it should be a 12-month rental. Then we have R61, which is single family seasonal. That means that it's available periodically, maybe a couple of months throughout the year. We're going to go over how to best do that search in a moment. All right, moving down, we also have as well R62, R63, which is for condos. So that's going to be R62, which is for condos, co-ops that are available annually. We have R63, which is for condo co-ops that are available seasonal. We go down a little bit. The next one is apartments right there. We can search for apartments that are available annually or seasonally. Down a little bit. There's going to be a reason why I'm explaining it. It's going to make sense in a moment once we go down a little bit. Then we have R66 and R67. This is how we can search for duplexes, triplexes, and quadplexes. They're either available annually or seasonally. All right, moving down, we have R70 and R71. This is going to allow us to search for either a townhome or a villa that is available annually. Villa, guys, I just want to knock that one right out the gate. A villa is a Mediterranean style home that is on a very large lot. Very large lot. It's usually in the center of that lot, and it's surrounded by a lot of either farmland or grassland. And then right in front of the home, there's going to be a large road that goes from that home all the way to the main public access road. That's essentially a villa. Think of an Italian style Mediterranean home, or think of a Spanish style home as well. All right, so we also have R71, which is townhouse villa seasonal that's available. And this is why I have to go over this menu, the next two options. So R72 is going to allow us to search for efficiencies or studios or hotel rooms that are available annually, or R73, which is going to be efficiencies, studios, in hotel rooms that are available seasonally. Moving down, we have R80, which is single family off season. All right, so let me just make sure I tell you what off season is. I feel like South Florida, especially Miami, Broward, Palm Beach, I feel like we're never off season. We're always in season for someone. So off season, what it means down here in South Florida, it means that these are going to be the times of year where the properties are available at a cheaper rate than their regular prices. So if you're ever trying to find deals in the MLS, you're going to search using the term off season. All right. And again, off season could mean different things for different maybe association, condo associations, or even single family homes. So I want to make sure I mention that. All right, so the next one is R81, where we can search for condo co-ops that are available off season. We also have apartments that are available off season. R83, which is duplex, triplex, quads off season, as well as townhouse villas that are off season, and efficiency studios, hotel rooms that are available off season. And then we could, of course, search using, for example, maybe we have someone that wants to move in to a rental where they do include maybe an activity room, maybe a bar, an exercise facility, for example, exercise room. We can filter using those options. All right, so I just wanted to quickly go over this side of the search options. All right, now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to do a couple of different searches so that you're familiar with how you can add some additional fields. So again, we have the type of property all the way down to amenities. We have the ability in the center to look based on the location of the property. And then on the right, we have the ability to search based on what our client wants and needs, based on price range, bedrooms, bathrooms, half baths, garage, parking spaces, living area, etc. What I wanted to make sure that I do is show you guys where you can add some additional fields that are going to help you perform these searches. So I'm going to come down here to additional fields, and sometimes we may have a client that wants us to find a property. Maybe they have pets and they want to make sure that the actual association does allow for pets. So we're going to do that search real quick. We're going to do active. From there, I'm going to do condo right here. And then from there, we're going to search under style. We're going to look for a 12-month lease. So I'm going to come here and select R62 condo co-op annual. So we want to do both type of property and style to help us do this search. From there, we're going to go down and search within the city. Let's go ahead and do Miami Beach as the first search. And we have a total of 836 that are available. From there, we can modify the price range. For example, our client's looking for, let's say, 2,000 up to 2,500, and they need at least 2 bedrooms. So if we do put I put in the wrong one. If we put 2 bedrooms right here, we're telling the system that that's exactly what they want. They only want a 2-bedroom. If we hit a plus sign, we're telling the system that we want 2 or more. as well. All right, so let me go ahead and remove that real quick. We did select Miami Beach. We did annual condo. Let me try to look at the price range real quick. Oh, I put it in MLS number. I see that. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. So price goes up here. That's why we weren't getting results. So let me go ahead and put that back in 2,000 to 2,500. Sorry about that, guys. We're going to come down to total bedrooms. This is what I meant to do. Total bedrooms. Maybe they want two or more for bedrooms. As we do that, it's going to filter out. I put just two. It's going to just find just the 2-bedroom rentals that are available. If I do a 2-, I'm telling the system 2 or less. If I do 2-3, I'm telling the system 2 to 3. So I want to make sure I cover all those different kind of combinations. This one, we're going to do 2 plus for bedrooms, and then full baths. We'll do the same thing, 2 or more, bringing us down to 6. Yeah, I see that. Sasha. Sorry about that. Did fix that for you. All right, perfect. All right, so we do have a total of 6 matches that are available within this price range. What we can do is, I want to make sure you guys know how to add additional fields. We're going to come down here to additional fields. I'm going to click on add, and then our customer wants to make sure that pets are allowed. We could come in here, type in pets, and then under available fields, we're going to find pets allowed from there. All right, from there, we're going to click on add. What that's going to do is add it as a selected field that we can use to search. So I already had it. So it's already there. However, let me show you how you can maybe move it up. Maybe you want to put that as your top option. So you can click on move up, and it will move it towards the top of the list. From there, I'm going to click on back, scroll down, and then we're going to filter using pets allowed, and then select yes from there, giving us a total of 3 available condos in Miami Beach within the price range of 2,000 up to 2,500 that have 2 or more bedrooms or 2 or 4 more baths. From there, we're going to click on results. All right, and then we have these 3 listings. One thing that I want to make sure that you guys get in a habit of doing is go into the listing, click on that listing number. All right, from there, there's going to be a section that says availability date. You always want to check this. So they're indicating that the property is available as of December 18th, located right here. We can, of course, also do another quick check and then check the remarks as well. So, for example, we do have under brokers remarks, renter's insurance, property damage loss waiver required, landlord offers a 2-year lease. So we might be able to get the potential customer in there for 2 years. So that is something that you want to look out for. Of course, come down to the remarks. They're going to be able to provide you a little bit more information as well as the broker remarks. All right. From there, we're going to do a different type of search. We're going to go back into criteria. From there, what I want to make sure that I teach you guys, whenever you want to start a brand new search, start from scratch, click the button where you see clear on the bottom left. Clicking clear removes everything. When I say everything, I mean everything, including the status. You'll notice that we don't have the active option selected. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. I'm going to put active back. And then, for example, we have, again, we have a client that needs to move in as soon as possible. So we're going to add a field by the name of approval. So we're going to go ahead and select under status, active, type of property, condo. From there, we're going to scroll down. Let's go ahead and let's go under city. We're going to go ahead and this time we'll do Miami. From there, we can put in a price range. We'll do this time because I just want to make sure that I have a broad amount of matches. The main purpose is I want to show you what you can do within your grid in just a moment. So we're going to go ahead and do 2,000 to 3,000. We're going to go under bedrooms. We'll go ahead and do, for example, once again, 2 plus. Full baths, we'll just say 2, exactly 2, bringing us down to 353. Another thing that you could do, again, we're looking at condos. Maybe you have a client that wants you to filter based on the size of the property. For example, they say, find me a rental between 600 for the living area up to 1,200. And then as you do that, the system will filter and then find those options. Let me make that a little tighter. Let's see what we have for that because condos are a little smaller. There you go. Again, I'm telling the system starting from for the living area 600 up to 1,000, and that's going to give us a total of 169 matches. From there, we have a customer that needs to move in as soon as possible. We're going to come here under additional fields. We're going to click on add remove, and we're going to search and add a field by the name of approval information. So as soon as we type in approval, we can come up to the top where you see available fields. That's going to let us click on approval information. That way we can add it directly to our search. All right, perfect. So we're going to go ahead and filter using that. We're going to click back. We're going to scroll down. We're going to find that field here, and we have some options. We have, for example, 1 to 2 weeks approval, 3 to 4 weeks approval, application fee required, association approval required, credit report required, personal interview required. We can make multiple selections. For example, if you have a Mac, you can hold down Command, and then, for example, maybe you have you want to sort by. Let me find a good one. Let's see, credit report required. And then maybe, again, they want to move in as soon as possible. We have rapid approvals available. So when we do that, we search using the approval information. We do have a total of 18 matches that match that information. So again, I want to make sure I teach you guys. This is going to be listings that have credit report required in them. They may not have rapid approval within them. So we're finding listings that include credit report required in some of the listings, and some may have rapid approval. So if you want to just search maybe by listings that just have rapid approval selected, you would just select rapid approval, and then you'll see the amount of matches did go down to 4. So that means the other 14 were for the other option that we used to search. So I just wanted to show that real quick. All right, another really cool field that you guys can add that is super important is going to be located here under additional fields. Another really cool one is application fee. Some of our customers might be on a budget, and they may only be able to afford a certain amount in order to apply. So I'm going to click there, click on add, go back, and then show you how you can search using that option. So we're going to go ahead and remove the living area so we get a little bit more matches. I'm going to change the bathrooms to 2 or more. We just need a little bit more. All right. We're going to go ahead and say 2,000 plus. All right. That's going to give us 65 matches. There's going to be a reason for this. You're going to see it in just a moment. All right. From there, we're going to scroll down, and then we're going to use that application fee right here, and it works by entering a range. For example, we can go in here, put application fee, anything between $40 up to, I'm going to say 80, just to get more matches. And then that's going to let us see how many properties are available between those price points. All right, so that is how we could use the option for application fee. All right, so the next thing that I want to make sure that you guys have available is a grid that is going to help you whenever you're searching for listings for a potential customer. So we're going to do that now. We're going to go ahead and take these 65 matches. I just needed a little bit more inventory for you guys to look at. We're going to do type or property, condo. We're going to go ahead and select annual as well. Perfect. That way we get rid of the seasonals, and then click on results. So we're going to look first at over the course of a year rentals. And as I mentioned, if you guys took the 701 with me earlier today, we are seeing price decreases right now as far as rentals. So they are coming down. All right. So I'm going to show you another way of just searching and filtering based on just finding price decreases. All right. So first, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and set up that amazing grid. So in order to do so, there's going to be a couple of things that I want you guys to add. We're going to come over here where you see ML number. We're going to move our mouse over until it turns into the crosshair that you see here. We're going to click. We're going to go down to insert column. We're going to click on, we're going to go here under search. We're going to type in DOM. Then you're going to get 2 different options that are available. All right. I'm going to explain what these are in just a moment. We're going to click on the very first one, DOM. We're going to add that one. Again, this is recorded. Don't worry. I'm going to send it to you guys once we get toward the second half of the day. We're going to do it again. Answer column, search CDOM. Go right here and then click on apply. Now, I don't think that this is a good grid to have mainly when you're working with buyers. If they're trying to purchase a property, it's not always going to be as significant when it comes to rentals, but we do have one here that I want to discuss. So we have this bottom listing. This one priced here at $3,415. It is at located 110 Southwest 12th Street, Unit 906. You're going to see two different data sets. So we have the days on market. This is going to let us know how long this listing has been on the market, which is 58 days. Now, if it was listed before that by either that agent or another agent within the past 4 months, it's going to pick up on some additional days. That's where we have the cumulative days on market, letting us know that this property has been listed for 109 days. This isn't necessarily something to look for rentals. I mean, it could indicate maybe a difficult landlord. I'm not saying that's the case, but it could be. But this is something you want to use if you're looking for properties for a buyer. If you have a property where you see under DOM, it's been there for 30 days, and then you have under cumulative days on market that it's been there for over a year, that I'm not saying it could be a problematic listing, but there could be something going on that's delaying the sale of the property. Either the seller's rigid. There could be, for example, maybe even violations on the property, on the title, that's delaying the sale of that property. Those are going to be the kind of listings. Again, I'm going to leave it up to you. This is just my feedback. Those would be the kind of listings that you may not want to send to a serious buyer. So, for example, you see one. This is just as an example. You can select it, click refine, and then click discard and remove that from your matches. Do that again. Boom, and it'll remove it directly from your listings. So we're going to go ahead and do cumulative days on market, days on market. We're going to add a little bit more information to help us out within the grid. We're also going to go right here where you see address. We're going to click on insert column. We're going to add application fee. This is going to be our grid, our rental grid. It's going to let us see the application fee for these units located right here. And we're going to do it again next to the address. We're going to click on insert column. We're going to go down as well. And let's make sure that we can speak to what's included in the rental payment. We're going to click on rental payment includes, click on apply. You're going to notice that it stretches it, but I'm going to show you how you can fix this. All right. Now give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. Sorry for that, guys. Just had the person that books our classes needed to reach out to me. Sorry about that. All right. Okay, so right here we have the rental payment includes. It does make the grid look a little ugly, so I'm going to show you how you can fix that in just a moment. But let's add some additional information. So I'm going to go here under address. I'm going to move over, click on insert column. Let's also see what the deposit may include. So I'm going to click here where you see rental deposit includes. This is going to allow us, as we're searching, saving us some time. It's going to give us a little bit more information, but let's collapse the menu so that it shows up a little easier. So right here where we see rental deposit includes, if we click right here, there's going to be a little button that says wrap line. If we click wrap line, click apply, we're going to be able to go over to the top and then just make it look a little cleaner. We're going to do the same thing for rental payment includes, wrap line, apply, and then that's going to make it where it's just a little neater so that we can see all of the necessary information to help us out with our clients. So we have that application fee, the list prices. We have the what the rental payment includes. For example, this one right here includes the association fee, cable TV, internet, Wi-Fi, pool, maintenance, waste, water, sewer, and the rental deposit. What is that going to include? First month to security deposit. The next one's first month's rent, last month's rent and security deposit. Great information to help us narrow down and get a little bit more information based on how long the property's been listed. All right, so there is a total of 35 matches, it's only showing the first 10. So if we come over here, we can select 100, and then it's going to show all of the properties. If you want to save this, if you're following along, if you want to save this grid, in order to do that, you're going to come over here where you see the pen and paper. And you're going to click right there. And then, for example, you can save it as your display. You can save it as rental info. Rental full, I like this one better. Rental full info, and then save as a copy. Now, the next time you come into rentals, it's not going to show this. You're going to need to go here under display and then select the rental full info, and then all of the options that we added will automatically appear. All right, so that's just a little quick thing that I wanted to show you guys. We're going to go back under search. We're going to go back into RNT Res Rental as well. All right, Marlene, I'm happy. That's awesome. All right, this isn't even the good stuff yet. The good stuff is what I reverse engineered, and I spent a couple of hours trying to simplify finding different types of rentals for you. So this is going to be the really cool part. All right, so we're going to scroll down. All right, so we have different types of clients. Maybe we have a customer that reaches out to us and they want us to search for not necessarily annual rentals. Maybe they want periodic or short-term rentals. So there's going to be some fields that you want to add. That's going to be remarks, rent period, minimum lease period as well. So I'm going to show you the best uses of these options. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on add fields. From there, you're going to add remarks, rent period, minimum lease period. All right, once you add them, that's it. You don't have to do anything else. You would just click on back from there. All right, so in this scenario, we have a customer that reaches out to us. They let us know that they want us to find a seasonal rental. Anything available from 2 to 4 months. How you would do that search is by going to status. You're going to select active. You're going to go under type of property. For example, we'll stay condo for now. We'll do type of property condo. You're going to go down to style. And then from there, we're not going to select R62 because that's annual. We're going to select R63, which is condo co-op seasonal instead. We're going to look within the city of Miami Beach, just as an example. This works anywhere. From there, we're not going to put in bedrooms and price range. That's not the main point of the search, at least not yet, because I want to make sure I show you all of the results so that you can sift through them and look at them. All right, so from there, the field that you're going to use, for example, we have a client that wants us to find anywhere starting at 2 months, 2 months up to 4 months. We're going to go down here where you see minimum lease period. And then from there, we're going to enter 60 dash, as an example, we'll do 120. When you do that, you're creating a range, and that's going to lower the amount of results. From there, I'm going to click on results, and then I'm going to go ahead and reset this. I already saved it, but it doesn't look good right now. So I'm going to go ahead and reset the system default so that way it's cleaner. From there, guys, quick thing I want to make sure I mention. Whenever you're doing a search and you're in your grid, do not go by per. This section right here, I highly doubt that this property in Collins Avenue is available $2,000 a year. So instead, do what we're going to do. We're going to click on the listing number. We're looking for a seasonal rental based on the terms that we entered, and then we can find that information located here. Broker remarks, minimum 3 months for lease. This is the best condition unit in the building. Office remarks, minimum lease 3 months. So if you want, you can still go into your criteria. If they're looking for a 3-month rental, instead we can change the beginning to 90-120. And then that would change the results, meaning we have a client looking for a 3-month rental or more. All right, so that's the first one. Let's look at number 2. Let's go down. Let's see what they're mentioning. If they don't mention it in the remarks, we can, of course, look at the availability date. It's been available since October 5th. What are they saying in the remarks? There's not too much to see there. What we could, of course, do is scroll down a little bit and then check this field where it says minimum lease period. 90. So it does look like it is a 3-month rental. When in doubt, we can of course reach out to Maite, contact her right here using her telephone number. We're going to look at number 3 real quick. We're going to scroll down. We're just going to show how effective this search is. There it is. Minimum 3 months rent, preferably 6 months minimum. So they're being flexible. They're letting us know minimum 3 months preferred. Looks like the landlord prefers up to 6 months. So this is how we can narrow down that search. Again, saving you guys time so that you're not just sorting by style and then spending hours trying to figure out when it's available. All right, we'll do one more. We'll click on 4, scroll down, and let's see if they have anything here. Very nice studio, balcony, remodels. Let's see what they say. Okay, call listing agent for availability and rates available December 1st through May 31st, 2024. That does look like a seasonal rental automatically. And then they are indicating that the minimum lease period is 3 months right here at 90 days. All right. So again, the field that you use if you're looking for short-term rentals, you do the primary type. You go under type of property, for example, condo, style, condo, co-op, seasonal. You would select the area. For example, I did city of Miami Beach, and then we can search using the minimum lease period, which I did 90 up to 120 days. All right, so that is the first option. The next one that we're going to go over is how you can search for maybe monthly rentals. So I do want to make sure I show you guys how you can search for monthly rentals. Do not use minimum lease period, because if you go in here and you put in 30, agents make a mistake. They sometimes put their annual rentals that are available over a year, 365 days. They put in there instead 30. So this field only works well starting from 60 days or up. All right, so that's minimum lease period. So let's look for those monthly rentals. This one can be a little harder because rent period does not work very well for yearly or monthly. As you guys saw, we saw that yearly rental where they gave a monthly price. So instead, the easier way of doing that is by, of course, keeping these options here and then using the remarks. That is probably the easiest way. So what we can do in this section is, for example, maybe you're looking for, this is an additional thing I want to make sure I cover is, maybe you're looking for a Section 8 approved property. You can put asterisk section space 8 and then asterisk, and then that's going to search for all of the homes. There's nothing right here that is available seasonally, but I just wanted to show you that you can use that asterisk right there if you broaden your search. Instead, we're going to go back to that monthly search. I'm going to put in that asterisk. I'm going to put in monthly asterisk, and then this should show us the monthly rentals. From there, I'm going to click on results. From there, we want to once again click on the listing number and then double check the remarks. Here we are. This one's located, I believe, in Collins Avenue, is available September 12th. Remarks, weekly or monthly rental available on Collins Avenue. This is how we find those monthly rentals. So it worked. We're at 100% satisfactory rate. Let's look at number 2. All right. Sometimes it might pick up monthly fees. Let's see what it says. Let me go ahead and do a quick, just a quick little, there you go. All right. So annual lease options with a possibility of monthly rental. So, okay, working 100%. Let's look at number 3. Let's go down. There it is. High season. High season will be 4,000 monthly. Doesn't necessarily mean that it is available monthly, but it does say minimum. There you go. Minimum 6 months rent. Okay, so kind of play with it. Go through your listings as they appear and just double check the information. It's not 100%, but it's going to narrow it down a little bit better. Request price by season, monthly, or yearly rental available. So it's working. Priced right here at 4,200 right there. It looks like that would be the monthly price. We would want to double check though to see if that is accurate. We can of course reach out to Janina at that telephone number just for a little bit more information. Again, that is how we search effectively for monthly rentals. All right, the next one that I want to show you guys real quick is the only way that rent period works correctly. this is how we can search for weekly rentals. Weekly rentals. We're going to go here under rent period. I'm going to click on weekly, and there's not too many in Miami Beach. There's a lot of association rules, etc., that might stop that. So let's switch out of there. But there's a couple that we saw. Let's go ahead and check under Fort Lauderdale. See if we get anything. All right, we're not. That's fine. Let's go ahead and just remove that option. Instead, let's just look to see what's in the full system for weekly. We have a total of 19 matches. All right, we're going to click on results. And again, these are all weekly. We have the prices located right here. We have this one at 322 Harding Street, unit B202, available $700, hopefully a week. We can scroll down a little bit and see what it says. Let's see. Vacation rental, just 5 steps from the beach, complete with your own parking spot, fully furnished with brand new furniture. All right. Let's see. I don't see too much information for showings. Okay, let's go down. All right, move-in cost 900, approval 1 to 2 weeks. They don't have anything under minimum lease period. We could, of course, always double check, reach out to the agent. It does look like, just based on the price, that it is available at $700 a week. We're going to go to number 2 in Marathon, priced at $1,150. All right, there it is, monthly and weekly rent allowed. All right. We're doing good. All right, sorry, my Zoom bar is in the way. Go to number 3. All right, gotta move that back down, go back down. All right, there you go. All right, so we have this next one in Key Biscayne, Florida, 33149, priced at 1,500, and there it is, the daily weekly rental rate. So this is working 100%. It's working perfectly. So that is how we search for weekly. All right, so the field that we used for that one is rent period. We used the week option. The next one I want to show you, this one is not 100%. I do want to make sure I mention that it's not 100%. We're going to go back into Miami Beach for this one, where we can try to find daily rentals. So we're going to go into remarks. We're going to do that wild card that we did earlier. We're going to put that asterisk. We're going to put in daily asterisk. All right, we do have a total of 9 matches. We're going to click on results. All right, from there we have the first one, 41217 Fisher Island. All right, now let's go down here. Let's look at Collins. I'm going to click on this one. Let's move down and see. Let's see what they're saying. Command F. I just want to search by the word daily. There it is. Offering many classes daily. Again, not 100%, but it's going to help us narrow it down a little bit. All right, let me do that again. Search for daily. Oh, that's the same. That's the same person with a different listing. All right, let me do that again. Daily. All right, hold on. Let me just get out of the Collins. I feel like it's just going to keep showing the same thing. All right. Look at this one, daily. Wake up daily. Okay, again, not 100%, not 100%, but you can try to find those daily rentals if they're available. There's another way that we might be able to find condos. I'm going to go over that next. There might be another way that we can find those condos that do allow for daily rentals. All right, because I know we get that question a lot. There's 2 different resources that I want to show you guys real quick, if that's okay. All right. It is located on miamirealtors.com/rentals. I'm going to go ahead and put this also into the chat real quick. Command V. There you go. There's going to be a section that I want to show you guys. There's a lot of stuff. But what I wanted to show you is there is a section here for short-term rental information right there, where you might be able to find the condo buildings that might allow for Airbnb, for example, or daily rentals, located here under short-term rental info. Another way to maybe try to figure out what buildings allow for it, this is going to be the last search that we're going to do, is located here under search. You're not going to find this information under rental. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to go into section RE1, RE2 for single family condo. I'm going to click there. There's a field that does a lot of different things that I want to make sure that you guys know about that you need to add. The name of that field is restrictions. You're going to click on add remove. You're going to search. You're going to type in restrictions. You're going to find it here. You're going to click on add. All right. So I'm going to cover a couple of different ways that you use this field. Right now, we have a lot of homeowners. I mean, a lot of people that don't want to buy properties, everyday people, because of the interest rate. So a lot of the folks out there that are purchasing are investors at this time. Those are the main folks that are purchasing, and they're purchasing primarily in cash. All right. So there's also corporations doing the same thing, but we're mainly dealing with investors. All right. So for example, you have a client that they want to buy a condo unit and they want to immediately make it available for rent. I do want to show you real quick. We have single family. We can select active. We can go under RES property type, click on condo, co-op, villa, townhouse, go under type of property, click on condo. And then under city, they want to purchase within Miami Beach. I'm not going to mess with this yet. That's not the purpose of the search. We're going to come down and then use the field restrictions. And then there is the daily rentals allowed. That is one option that we can use. Another option that we're going to go ahead and look at is okay to lease first year. This is important for those investors that want to purchase condos. So we have that data right here where we can find quickly the 343 listings that are available where they're saying that it is okay to lease that very first year. All right. The other thing that I wanted to do for you guys with this field real quick is using daily rentals allowed. And the main, we're going to look within Miami Beach. From there, we're going to add some statuses. These statuses have nothing to do with other than giving us more data points to look up. So we're going to select active with contract, coming soon, closed. We're going to only go back. We're going to go back 90 days because these associations, they change their bylaws constantly. So we're going to do close 0-90. We're going to do pending. Again, the whole point is to get as many results as possible. All right. So again, our main goal is to try to figure out the areas where they allow for daily rentals. We do have a total of 167 matches in Miami Beach. From there, the best way that we can figure out what condo buildings allow is by going, I would say, first into the map. All right. Why? I want to make sure that this makes sense. Whenever you see two, for example, the number 6, number 2, number 3, this means that you have a concentration of 6 listings, 6 different agents telling you that this building allows for daily rentals. I want to make sure I mention that. It's not foolproof, but you have to keep in mind a lot of these agents that work these buildings, they know the insides and outs, and they know the rules and regulations. So I want to show you, if we click on 6 pins, here you go. It's going to bring up the address information. So from there, what we can do, click on the listing number. That's going to allow us to see the actual complex, the name of the complex, located either in the legal description or located in the complex name, which this is right here, West South Beach. We go to, my bar's in the way. That. We click on next. This might be the next building. Maybe we can reach out to confirm. It's just, again, creating an easier list to sort through. Maybe Seaside Villages allows for daily rentals. We can hit next. Next one is Seaside Condo. They might offer as well. So there, again, 2 different ways to look at this. I'd say the easiest, safest route is via the map, because whenever you see these bulk numbers, for example, the 6 different listings, this indicates that this building likely allows for daily rentals. So we have this one here, the Strand on Ocean Drive. Just wanted to share this additional tip with you guys in order to pretty much try to cover anything and everything rental related within the MLS. All right. So just want to recap real quick, guys. We went over some basic searches. We can search based on if the property does allow for pets. We also went through how we can filter using approval information. We also search based on application fee. And then we set you guys up with a beautiful grid that includes, whenever you're doing your search, how much the application fee is, the rental payment, what that includes, what the deposit would include. And I also showed you guys something super important, not necessarily just for rentals, but also for whenever you're doing a search for a buyer, looking at that cumulative days on market that tells a bigger story on how long that property's been in the MLS. And we also went into best ways of searching based on different types of rentals in the MLS.